Interesting that KRU are leaving the B site basically open. They've got that pretty deep alarm bot spotting out mid while 4 players push into that A space.
Yes, and plant's already going down. This is very aggressive right now from 2G, holding the flank. Oh,
LZ! Dude's on fire!
Unreal start for him. He's gonna get a shot at another Shy. The wall's closing in. Shy will clean him up. No more of those funny business. Monkey business, funny antics. I messed it up, didn't I?
You can say funny business, that's allowed.
All right, perfect.
You can also say monkey business. These are all options.
2v4. I don't know how KRU's gonna get back into this. Mizzino has already taken so much damage, as has Shy. The last one remaining. And feeling the options dwindle real fast.
Yeah, Shy already super low, very unlikely. See the 0 point, scans him. He's just gonna look for a kill.
It's pretty atypical setup coming out from KRU, right? I don't think they ever showed a mass flank like that in their game versus well on the eco, right? See if they can maybe find that lurker. There might be an opportunity to catch some of these players rotating through spawn. Not going to be there with Luis finding the openers, though.
Give him 3 more.
Just crazy.
Dog.
It's something you kind of need to do against the double controller, right? Is taking the timings through the wall, because a lot of time it'll be fake aggro. Here, though, Kesnet adjusts, and it's a 1-for-1, but the rotates already came.
Askia waiting on the other side.
Oh my.
Waiting for that wall to go down. The dart is out. They're both still just huddled up back there, trying to do their best to swing out Silence, able to get 2 quick kills. A 2v2. Both of them here, the spike still not planted. 30 seconds left in the round. And a bit of damage dealt on both. Askia looking for a window that he can play around. Molly's gonna clear the close angle. PXS has his knife, not choosing to invest it yet. And Verso's timing was perfect. As he
No info at A.
Yeah, you had Melzer still playing there, but playing all the way up into heaven, so it's just Kesnet here spamming out. That's a big kill, only 10 seconds left in the round.
I can't believe the cutting of the noise, draw the rotations over, and Kesnet might be able to save this thing anyway. A second attempt at the plant.
Poison's gone.
LZ not able to get away.
Still though, 2 kills, even with the spike going down. KRU in a great position to have the harbor wall come back up and go for the retake.
Here's the harbor wall, the aforementioned. The dart through, both players lit up. Gobert looking to find safe passage across, cannot, and he will fall. Askia left in 1.
Map game plan out of 2G, if I'm being honest. They're trying to set the precedent of going heavy B early round. And again, the early KO flash. Ooh, good trade.
Yeah, that early KO flash you were mentioning was very valuable. Askia does fall, and I think there was an adjustment from KRU here. It wasn't just Kesnet who was playing here on an island as he had been the last couple of rounds. He had a little help courtesy of Mizzino.
Oh, that turret does not see him.
Oh my.
He has slipped an ad, hasn't he? Busted.
Wow, that's crazy awareness.
The thing is,
We're gonna see the high tide come and cut across all of the A site, and here it is. And the flood should come soon.
ew.
Silence.
And that has a
ult off
lockdown.
that?
Wait a second. This all of a sudden is growing
Oh,
some
wow.
legs. It was just 3 shares. The flash on the other side of the wall going to delay a little bit. Shy, not able to commit and stick to the defuse. They have to vacate the site.
Oh my.
The fact that Silence is getting the kill on the Sova with the Hunter's Fury too, so he can't cancel the ult is huge. Now the clock is gone.
Are they going to be able to find their way in? The Cove breaks. 2 kills coming through. All of them fall, and the defuse should land just in the nick of time, I believe.
Point 2. Oh! Range for that, for this duration?
Man, it doesn't catch him sleeping. This fight mid is going to be big. Luis dropped. Boy, Shy has been insane this year, hasn't he?
I think he's always been those.
But nutmegged him. Going in between his legs, but Kesnet does not miss the second time around.
Dry fights everywhere, no Viper.
Still got a shot with it. Again, a second kill found with the op. Yeah, you can't back up. You got to throw that thing forward. PXS having to push the pace a little bit. Now you have the reckoning you're going to have to deal with. Askia left in a 1v3, trying to stay alive. Finds comfort in the cloudburst off the swing. The Cove goes up. The kill goes through, and KRU get another.
Yeah, good round there from KRU. Honestly, just too hard for 2G to play, I think, once they lost the Viper. Like, actually sticking on that site, you've got no wall to block any of those sight lines.
Double dipping for the fight. Both Jets now gone.
Kesnet not ready for this aggression.
No, he's not. Verso wasn't either. Askia, the tip of the spear, finding a little bit of value early on. Gee, I thought he was going to connect onto 2. A 3v3, you've got the pit you're going to have to play around as well. As Mizzino decides to scale forward, spamming, not connecting. A dangerous game. As Mazzino now falls, the pit still in play. Kesnet and Melser trying to figure out how they solve this. Cabrera has his ult too for a post plant. And look at his position already on the minimap. He's playing so far off.
And salvos as well. The cove is gone. This is very unlikely, Doug.
Yeah, this feels very secure. And so you wonder here, if you're KRU, do you try? I mean, do you take a shot at it? You've got the op, you're going to try to recover, but Kesnet will fall again, leaving Melser all on his own. What are you up to here? One. Stone. Another one on the other side. And Louise will clean him up, but a great round from 2G, all things considered. That would be to swing into. The knife gets cleared.
Oh, but look at that ulti. Forces him into the front of the site.
Oh, the pit has been invested too. I mean, Melser's still alive, so that's still something they can play around, but this will be difficult. Shy again, robotic with it.
He made the trip all the way across the map.
He is the safety valve. He is the insurance.
Ooh.
And the bullets don't connect, but Kesnet does, arriving at the scene of the crime right on time.
Now,
He's just got to be able to find the value in the timing. Meanwhile, for KRU, this feels a little labored. Oh dear. Better late than never. Melser left in a 1v2. He's going to find the first, leaving things down to a 1v1. Viper.
No shot expects this,
On
Doug.
Viper,
No
you're
shot.
absolutely right. Luis has played his cards perfectly. A second tap, he can wade it all the way through. Assassination styles, Melser's dealt with.
tied over on A. It's actually on much more of a delay than it has been because 2G accelerated so much more than they have been usually on these B hits. The Outlaw purchase too from Oski against 5 light armors. Big value.
Heads up play on that buy.
Hey, they're going to continue to tee off. Melser's getting 2 kills with the Sheriff. Still gun advantage the way the attack.
He's using the turret as a shield.
They're converting this. They're converting this. Shy gets 2 to close the round.
Wow. Wow. KRU just destroyed them.
Hey, to the way 2G are playing this round.
Look, KRU look a bit shook about this B side. They rotate into mid, great double swing. Catch Louise, no Viper.
Convert this. 20 seconds left in the round. The spike's still not committed. The attack not finding enough room to breathe. And those lungs are getting real shallow. 10 seconds left. Kesnet tees off with 2. It's another slaughter. You've got to convert. Melser perched up on high. PXS flirting with the rope. Melser nowhere to go. Has to double down. Has to take the fight. He gets 2. No way! PXS finally putting a stop to the antics. But the damage has been dealt.
Downed KO could be rezzed, but I don't think he can get to it.
Yeah, too many bodies. KRU have been able to sneak up into the area. Oski would have to deal with all of them individually. One's there, but not quite enough as Kesnet. And
So they can push and pull rotations, and Louise can really dominate the round from the calls.
What's the play here? Oh. Louise finding value not just with his ears, but with his gun too.
And he pops his orb and dips out.
hold on a second. Mazzino has another pocket to play with. Mazzino!
Not
3!
Not again.
There's no way.
The controllers getting away with it once more. I mean, seemingly back to back. First it was Melser, then it was Mazzino. And now Louise is left in a 1v3. First one found, second not connecting onto it.
With the pop flash clear, he knows they're likely rotating back to A. He's gonna get a 1.
He's gonna walk into his death, isn't he? Louise was even wanting to check it too.
Cascade connects Heaven. They triple face screens. As the Cascade falls, they're gonna re-peek Heaven.
Now the orb's up again, and they're fighting through it like, come on, Kesnet has 3.
He's had so much value. I mean, this entire round, but honestly, the entire map. Now Oski is left in a 1v3. And he's just not able to convert. I mean, when you're that heavily outgunned, it makes it miserable to try to do. You're right.
Yeah, the orb denies the high-low swing from Raptors and backside, which is usually how defensive teams are trying to take those longer angles.
Nice
one. The shock molly.
It was 84 years ago. Gilbert's gonna get shocked off this angle too.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is, like, once you have that orb that deals with backside, there's only really the one angle that you can rat out on. It simplifies what is usually a more complicated site.
Ever
Did
tell
we
you
just
guys?
call A site complicated?
I think he did.
Ender.
In terms of the amount of, like, angles that defenders can be on, come on.
Now roast
The
him.
top
roast
side
him.
rats.
Give second bit of harbor utility out. They're gonna try to flood out behind it. Oski has to give the space up, even with all the help that's here.
Whoa. Okay. That's a normal Kesnet activity on this map.
That feels terrible. This is the bonus.
Yes. It's a bonus.
Good trade.
That's their controller. Yeah, it's a good trade to kind of nullify this a little bit, but there are any post-plant situations. Shy's getting the kill onto PXS. And the Reckoning. They're going to get flushed out of this. Do they scale up and try to fight? Askia swinging out behind it. Melser drops them. Silence and Gobera, the two that remain.
Oh, this round is cooked.
Yeah, bro, there's no way.
Also, Shy just rolled in with the mollies, too. He's got another one.
This puts all of the wind out of their sails. Gobert has to scale up, take the fight, and then still get back in time for the defuse. There's no shot.
That adds up. I'm surprised he lost 5 times, to be honest.
I'm not gonna lie, me too. Me too.
Think about how good Lev was on this map.
Okay.
I mean, they combo the Shock Molly, and there's a Blade Storm that they're investing into it as well.
Oh, they're speedrunning this game right now.
Yeah, this
they're
feels like
speedrunning it.
This feels like they're going for the jugular. Kesnet dashing forward.
Oh.
PXS swats him out of the sky, but of course, there's power in numbers, and that's exactly what KRU have.
Man, that's
Caught.
tough. Like, he's trying to figure out how to play this site when there's no angles for him, and then the orb comes down and you're out of position. Just brutal.
Oh, you want to flood? Nope, Cascade.
Nope, another wall.
Oh, you want to flood after this? Oh, orb's up.
Fun.
Yeah, have fun playing the game.
Oh, flood again? Oh, we have a Sova dart now. Oh, turn and shoot that because the orb's about to come down. We're about to shoot you in the face.
Man, I'm punching my monitor.
Go next.
Walking it.
One shot.
Oh my goodness, he's going for his toes.
Oh my god, the floor turned blue.
There's circles on the ground where we're running around. Recon ball. Sorry, it said it on the screen.
Water
Oh,
everywhere.
you're cooked, bro. You said recon. It's done for
It
you.
said it on the screen. I'm just reading.
We're jumping in the water. We're
Hold on.
jumping out
How
of the
does water go like that? There's a gap in the water.
Don't ask questions.
Silence.
Don't ask
Physics
questions.
doesn't make
Is
sense.
approaching backside.
Yep.
The green in his eyes. More green.
Whoa.
He's turning around. He's walking
No
through the
way.
green. It's so green.
Bomb grenade out.
And the game is up. The jig is up.
Yeah.
Yep, as is that thing that's gonna make them have the number 5. Killjoy is locked in their cement shoes.
Oh, the drone. Did they not see him?
It didn't see him.
Not again.
No.
Oh gosh, he gets his one, but manages.
But he had his ultimate too. Like a 1-for-1 is not worth there.
No, not when the game is on the line. Having to rely on your teammates to carry you over this. Dashing into the Cloudburst. Sasuke not able to connect the shot with the op, trying to hop away and stay alive. The blades have been dulled.
Lockdown.
There's still a shot at this. Silence having to drop the molly to dissuade some of that early push as they begin to knock on his door and forget about knocking it. They kick the damn thing down.
Ooh.
And they're gonna piece together this flank is happening. No one's fighting them screens, no one heaven.
Louise is going to have to
3,
deliver
2,
on
1.
his
Really,
own.
they're gonna realize.
Tucked on the swing. He's gotten it down to a 1v1. Melser has been good, but can he deliver again for KRU? Louise on the swing. Louise delivers.
Louise didn't take the bait a single time. That was kind of wild.
No, he was cold. That was so cold. He didn't.
Round to start building up.
I don't know what would make you say that. Ender, a Valorant team has
Oh, I
never
love when Jets
made
play like this with the high time.
made a fake
Ooh.
comeback. Mizzino committing to getting the plant down.
Silent, same pop-off spot.
Oh, so close.
I thought that was going to connect.
And Verso's going for a late wrap into mid. Just misses the timing on Gobera.
Gobert's going to have to
Oh,
pop
man,
his ult.
Gobert needs to turn.
Oh, this
And
is wraps.
He's got to do it soon.
Oh,
And
no.
that window's closing real fast. Oh, it's so sad. Adverso, you called it out. Ender,
Be faster.
the dagger. Askia left in a 1v3. The spike has been ticking for a little while. Maybe you get the frags, but time is so short.
Oh, wait a second.
1v1.
Nah, there's just not enough time. Adverso still has a shock. What were you saying about fake comebacks?
To bounce things back, but one thing that's been pretty consistent of 2G is just, I think their firepower, especially from Louise. He's been pretty stellar. Big fight into mid, all ready to kick things off.
You see any pressure anywhere is almost a huge mistake every time. Reaggress mid from KRU. Great shot from Kesnet. Faded out.
I'm concerned about the pace at which KRU are going to want to play this map. I don't know that they're going to give 2G much room to breathe. I mean, we'll see if the rest of the rounds play out that way, but even on the pistol, the statement was made. They're going to play, they're going to run at you.
Yeah, they are, and I like the attempt right there from KRU to push mid. Always aggressing, always staying in packs. Oh!
That's great. You've got an outlaw for Askia, and it's like they're waiting for some aggression from the defense, and they are right. I love that swing, but there are too many things to deal with. Gobert is going to get 3, get closer and closer to having that Daeho ult online.
Check out the buy from 2G as well. Like, that's beastly. They're not just trying to win round 2. They're going to buy another rifle and try and win the bonus, not even take it.
Yeah, continue to snowball as much as you can. Blades
I was about to say, I was like, Kez is going to swoop that orb?
Yeah, they thought twice about that, wisely so.
Yeah.
Right,
Oh.
right.
That was the ghost. Nothing really going on there.
Oskia.
Got him flushed out of that corner, having to give the space up. Luis playing really far back, concerned for the flank, and he's about to find out.
He's got the ult.
That's where it is. You're right. Gobert is going to have that ult in the next round, so there's going to be a lot behind this bonus. Luis gets the last 2G. Is the plan for 2G here to be a little bit more exploratory? Oskia is dead. Dude, the timing on that was by himself. There was no camp spotting that someone was up cat or anything.
I love the fact that KRU are trying to give this idea that they're going to be really aggressive on defense, even with this comp. That early conditioning is going to be powerful, especially once they start playing more reserved later in the half.
They hold invested.
Is it to over it?
No shot.
Oh my god.
He is.
What a play.
And he gets a kill anyway. He's still going to have a lot more to deal with, though. The defense is here, and it's starting to get even more bolstered. Shy is going to be late on the rotate, but will arrive. Gobert now falls. Silence and Luis left in a 2v4. And the spikes, I mean, in a really uncomfortable position here.
2G need to find some way to bait out some early fights. Maybe here catching Mazzino. That's big from Luis.
Still more to be done, though. The defense has the advantage. And it's going to be on Luis to try to pull off this 1v3. And he can't. Kesnet was there, overwhelmed on
Called out in one of the main chokes. Just like this round, we're going quick towards market.
We'll see how they handle it. It is a B split. A lot of the presence across the middle of the map. Gobert will be the first to find lethality. Smokes out, walls out. They're digging their heels in. Can they weather this storm? They've got some personnel here, but is it going to be enough to keep everything back? Oskia on the swing, they both crumble. The site's all theirs. I don't watch the pistol, all of it. This is the round where they take a step back, they just drop a trip. Instantly, 2G hits them where it hurts.
I think it caught KRU off guard. Not many teams. Massive push coming. B site locked down with the double senti. Mid again.
Interesting here, Shy doesn't put his trips down.
Wow.
Spike down.
One of the 2 rifle.
That counter flash is going to buy a little bit of time here. Where do the rotations come through? Both Sempty still playing back towards B. Remember, there is a gun deficit as Melser falls. Adverso trying to dance behind Jenny, and the Jets just running him down. Yeah, there's not a lot of bite behind this. I think
It's smoke for Melzer to actually put on site to sort of hide behind once 2G came flooding out of main.
it made it so much more difficult. 2 weapons upgraded from the defense. Shy's also going to get a kill.
KRU, sure, they've got the utility to play off of over on this B site.
How do they get through this with the Hunter's Fury and Spawn?
And through Kesnet. That's also a massive part of the problem. The flash through, you hear the orb picked up, so you know there's at least one more here. Beautifully played by Verso, playing just out of the range of the KO ult. And so now the Hunter's Fury through Kesnet, back sight. Oskia dropping, they've been... You're gonna need more of that though, because we've talked about it during the break. The defensive side needs to be successful.
Look,
given the
double swing about to
comp.
come in from Mazzino. Maybe he's just taking himself. What?
Oh, wow.
Force some of the numbers, bolster the defense as best as they can. Paranoia looks like it might miss the mark, and now they're going to swing it behind it. Lane no longer Cruise. It's been 2Gs for the taking. Still a little bit of presence across the back of the site. Kesnet not finding the right timing. Adverso's now dead. B is 2Gs.
Their site hits have just been perfect.
Beautiful.
Getting all these kills back site. You remember a few rounds ago, that was repeated, but wait, the spike is up there. We're getting grabbed. There's only 25 seconds left, Doug.
Yeah, but Kesnet has a really nice timing. He's got a really good space to handle around. Opts to put down the op.
The spike is still on switch.
Switch it over for lighter weaponry. A 2v3 here, and it falls apart. That's stall out.
Rotate is already coming into B.
There's going to be a clash on the site. Is there any utility to keep them back? You still have some. You're going to have to reckon with. Oskia falls. Adverso finding a little bit of moment of respite, a pause in the smoke. Luis, and now waiting for his right time to strike. It's all onto silence now. A 1v2. He's done well to get it this far, but he's going to have to scoop up the spike. So far, so good.
10 seconds.
First botch checked, and now they're going to flood out behind it. The Paranoia not going to connect. Time found. The swing is there. He's going to get on to one. Try to land the shot. 6 bullets left. Make that 4. 1 target to find, and the bullets do not land.
It was a great attempt. Honestly, the shots just weren't hitting right there for Silence, who's typically an insane mechanical. It's a little dangerous.
They've moved back into that the last couple of rounds. There's been some open, whoa. B main. Adverso's just facing that and getting a kill, sure, why not?
I think that's the first time we've seen Silence on the lurk, so big win right there. And Shy is able to use the neural theft.
And it's going to find out that everyone is out towards A. A little bit of an attempt at a delay. But it's really all to their dismay. I mean, they're walled off. They can't find a way in. 2 kills found on the attack, but Melser. I'm surprised he got turned on there. Luis once again in 1vx situation. The need to deliver for his team, but heaven was not cleared. He can get, but now position given away. Kesnit's getting a lot of info, and Oski is feeling the walls closing in. He had no shot.
That's just a great reactive play there from KRU. Responding into mid, now 2G trying to speed up to A, to B.
Wait, 3 KRU players were hit by that Visal. This?
Well, I mean, look at the stun. There's still a trip. Like, KRU can stall backside.
And Mazzino has joined up. He was one of the 2 that did not get hit by the ult. Luis checking into the smoke. It's going to be Luis who, again, has to deliver, but both deadlock ults going to be invested, but one of them being connected onto. Do you let Oskio go? Do you cut your losses?
There's a crunch
across the middle of the map. Mazzino's going to get his. PXS on the swing, though. The middle of the map is not safe for the attack right now, and neither is A. Silence and Luis trying to figure this out on their own, and the controller stands strong.
You've got a game going here, Doug.
We do indeed. 6-6, the double timeout from, and that's what I was talking about earlier. This net in A main, oh wow, they are scaling despite scanned?
They're so bold in this.
That's so sick, eating up the Paranoia too. Now waiting on the other side, but Gobert finding that kill almost forces KRU to continue into A now.
And given that it was a double face, you don't know if they're committing to the lurk or not, so they have to accelerate towards the site, as you mentioned. Perfect timing on the swings. Oski was there to punch back, but Mazzino's now left in a 1v3. 38 HP. I don't know how he converts this. Gotta commit to getting the spike down, gonna get flushed out by the salvos. Gobera bookends the round.
Man, sacrificing himself for the extra cash off the plant. You gotta respect it, because there's no way he's winning that 1v3.
No, not at all.
That was sick counter.
They pushed it too much. That flash is filthy.
Yo, that flash.
Whoa!
It's a micro stun too, or a micro flash, excuse me. It won't flash the players ahead of it.
Dude, he got the orb?
He's gonna try to push into this. Again,
what is going on?
Gunfire erupting. This lighter weaponry has done a lot of damage.
I can't believe 2G were able to hold their ground while being all netted there in B main. Like, that was insane.
I mean, forced to take the fight with no real option otherwise.
I was surprised the net got them, because, I mean, they were mudded up. They were ready to play in the mud.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hopefully in hand. Crosshair trained on main, but the threat's elsewhere.
Thing is, right now, KRU playing B. Whoa! Wow!
That's snappy.
That's the value of the full shields.
A deep wall, too, to cut off any rotation coming in through main. So they've isolated Silence. He's on an island here. He's going to have to figure this one out on his own.
Silence has his flash on lane. I think he's going to swing with this flash. 3-2.
He's going to have to try a Verso fall. Silence has done a really good job at getting him this far. 2 kills found. Time bought. And now reinforcements have arrived. Kesnit with 10 HP, trying to play around lane. The shoulder just barely betraying some of the threat, but Shy is going to play spoiler, isn't he? Finds a kill, but the turn, it's a little bit too labored. It's a little bit too cumbersome. And Luis is there to save the round.
With the Stingers, 2G are just winning that round. Had in Cat as well. Could have given options to Paranoia had there been the quick aggression.
He's going to have a chance to find value with it.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's a disaster. We're just talking about the value of the op.
Kesnit with the ult into sight, too, to help his team speed up in.
Oh, they might be able to salvage this around it. Got a little messy. Op still not picked up.
Oh, no.
Luis not able to settle.
Down A.
Not able to control the spray. Silence from up top. This has become such a mess. Adverso, again, due for another pop-off, but PXS.
Spawn and was contact on Cat after they broke his cam.
Oh, PXS is in trouble. Really cool idea at the net, but the counter flash and Louise's timing once again perfect.
And the flash had to be there because the net hitting him. There's no way 2G are running out of that situation. Now they can hold their ground, keep winning these fights in main. It forces the lurk up mid, which isn't going to work either. 2G are just running. They used both timeouts in the first half.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they're kind of...
Because their defense was abysmal at the start. They started out 2-6, took that second timeout, course corrected, but...
Trying to flush out and re-clear out main. Melser dodges the first flash, the second one.
They're pushing through.
They've got to find this kill, though. They understand that's where the pressure has to be alleviated, and they find success.
Sniping the up out of heaven with the deadlock ulti, too.
And so now they can approach this retake attempt from both sides. The neural theft gonna connect. Oh, it's perfect!
Way. He TPs across. They never expected that.
No, Louise getting 2. Mazzino's gonna fall, make that 4. The ace on the cards, Kesnet. The last one waiting for it. You can tell they want to try to bait it out, but Silence will actually clean it up.
Bro, Louise goes IGL. This guy's just dishing out these L's. He's just dishing them out. He is owning. What?
I mean, a spotless record for 2G without blemish. Early Paranoia out to try to push him off of that space. Paranoia traded back in kind, and now they're going to flood behind it. Louise gets another. The rampage continues for the controller. Off on the other side of that pop flash. It's surgical. They can do no wrong. Now they can accelerate off of this into A. Mazzino's going to try to do his best to dig his heels in, but just mowed over.
Yeah, they're grinding out these trades 2v3. It is winnable for Crew here, Doug.
Winnable, possible, unlikely, and that might have been the final kill to seal the deal. 13-6, the way of 2G.
Blown away, so coming into this B site is going to be tough, especially with Crew falling back. 3 players now ready to fight into street.
They're going to continue to try to push them.
Wow,
Beast
of pistols.
But he still has a little bit of work to do. He has been their saving grace in these pivotal rounds. But now they're slowing down after all of the aggression from Crew towards long.
They're pitching street, Doug.
Towards street.
Look at Chai.
Adverso's in a really tough spot. He's going to have to push into the dog. And PXS wins that duel out. But again, it's Shy. You were mentioning the pinch coming around with Kesnet up in heaven. Shy creeping his way out, spotting one. The chamber already doing work. And Oski is left alone. 15 HP. A stiff breeze will knock him over. Or a headhunter bullet. A great start for Crew.
A stiff breeze. How about a kick to the face?
The TP across though is going to make things notably more difficult. Adverso playing on the other side of the smoke. All of the flashes make this impossible, and it's Adverso who falls first, but Melser now striking. It's perfect.
Wow, great use of the flash from Kes.
Just a little bit, and now the Salvos will join. Bumzino somehow finds the tiniest of slivers between a rock and a hard place, and is still in a position to fight back.
Good shock from Adverso on the planter.
Yeah, that's certainly going to help the situation, and Shy's op rings again. And if it's not that, it's Outlaw. They've got a really good shot at converting his bonus. They're going to have to get through Silence. One big box left to be checked because Gobert, remember, he took so much damage at the beginning of the round, just 25 HP. Can they convert this bonus? I believe they can. A great start for Crew.
This double Senti is now in dangerous territory under pistol bonus for
the trip in his body, the Vi solo B, and then an active look to A to farm those early orbs like you're talking about.
drone out mid once the trip is broken. The whole thing is layered. It's crazy how many...
Wouldn't really help. Completely different comps.
Nice timing on the salvos, but the wall is a problem. That's not even an uncommon wall. But 2G really feel like, it feels like they're flustered right now.
Super annoying. Even to plant the spike at this point with 10 seconds left on the clock.
They're just looking to do some damage, but I don't even think that's possible. The flash recharges and the triple swing is in. Another.
Looking back onto the angle.
And this is what I mean. At this point, they're only at pillar. They're going to drop the Cosmic Divide. You have a couple of Asher Smokes through, but Kesnet's still here. Spam connects onto Askia. They're going to try to brute force their way through this. PXS with his Nightfall.
Look at this Adverso peeling off. He will definitely be popping this Hunter's Fury on. No one can hear the tap, though. They're on the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll actually probably use this Hunter's Fury for backhaul clearance.
Maybe a little bit of a retake attempt. Mazzino has fallen. The wall goes down. The ult goes out. And Adverso trying to get a tag on a PXS will succeed. No info on the second player, but damage dealt.
15 seconds, Doug.
They've got to scoop that spike up. They're going to have to frag their way through to create a little bit of a safety net, just enough to get to the hard part of the round. A 2v2 now. If you're Crew, you're going to try to flood this out, make it as uncomfortable as possible. 1v1. Spike now grabbed. Oh, the pull! Connect! Still getting the spike down. A 1v1. Luis has been a hero for 2G. Melzer on the other side.
Wow.
And he wins out the duel.
Well,
There's a lot of lean towards A. The TP set up. Askia procs the wall, and they're just going to get back. But again, look at A main. All the aggression is here. Keznet's playing him close. They had no idea. It's a slaughter, A main.
wow, on the anti-eco as well. Going for that play is so unexpected.
It's that same play from the last anti-eco. Look at the setup. The Chambers holding art, the 3-push main. Same exact play. Beautiful. The difference here is that Yoru doesn't here.
Adverso may have just, Askia may have just TP'd into his death.
By the way, Keznet's back in main now.
Askia had nowhere to go. He thought he was the one being aggressive, but the reinforcements from the defense are perfectly timed.
It's suffocating.
Just when it seemed like they had a window, now Gobert is going to have to deal with Kaznet himself. On the A main flank. The gravity well is going to keep the defuse at bay for a little bit longer, but
You mentioned that Yoru ult, you mentioned the Teo ult. They're both gone. I am losing faith, Ender. I'm losing faith quick.
It is sapping.
Oh, here we go.
It's the same look. Kaznet can take this aggro fight, TP away, and then Shy's here. They've seen this before!
Man.
They have one idea, but it's a great idea.
B. Shy a little bit off the mark, but Adverso's going to tuck into the smoke. The Haunt's not going to catch him, and then he's going to be able to get a couple kills in the smoke, or at least attempt to.
A little bit too much, and good missiles to push the operator back. 2G can try to push in on him now.
Shy's going to wait on the other side of this wall. Danger here. Is there anything to flush him out?
Visult now, too.
Oh, he goes into astral form. Shy is stuck.
Oh, he knew.
The gun barrel gives him away, and now a fight ensues. Backside. Melzer, as the wall goes down, the kills erupt. Crew up 8.
There's just no way that 2G...
They've seen it in this position before. They're not even falling behind it. One TP across, and it's sectioned off one person, and that's a person with the spike. If this fight goes...
Wow!
If this fight goes poorly, it's again going to be heart rate for 2G.
What?
The spike's left on the other side of the wall. Now they're not in a position where they can easily scoop it up.
He was fatal to, right?
Yes! Crew can't do anything wrong!
No, that's tragic.
All of the stars aligning.
Dude, there's no way. Even when he's going in the last second of the...
Before this guy joined the team, they lacked innovation, you know.
Yeah,
now when
they
I
did.
watch them, they're busting out all these new agents. They're in double senti. I mean, three
Rotates are always so quick from Crew to come into this site. Thorns will make it a little harder to flood out, but Melzer still holding on this angle, sees the shoulder. That's going to be the open.
I'm surprised they're investing in Verso's ult, but trying to deny some of that flood. Gobert grabs a weapon, stays alive. Trying to dodge through all of that utility, but it's just buying time. Silence is the one who lights up the kill feed for now. Still at a deficit, still at a disadvantage. Still in a dreadful position. The need to convert ever so great. In the face of 2, still no comfort to plant the spike, and Gobert is left alone. A 1v3.
Wow.
And he cannot convert. That's 10 for Crew. Haunt's not connecting on anyone either. And they're going to try to fight into main on the other side of this. Mazzino's there to greet him. 2 kills found.
Oh, no.
And now they're the ones who can't fight back.
And that's a Vice ult that's going to hit some people.
Oh,
Just the perfect response into the mid-fight from 2G. Crew take main. It's too easy.
Yeah, well played by Mazzino, getting that crossfire. He's smiling, he's laughing. It's like, let me...
Along with the op.
well out of range of his TP, but the fight against Gobert is going to be a massive one. Meanwhile, Askia continues to struggle.
He's out of the stun?
2.
Come on!
All the pressure alleviated. Kesnick getting another one backside, ultimately traded out, but just when you think there's a little room to breathe.
It feels like Crew has like 8 players.
It does feel
I
that way.
think they do.
It feels like they have 8 players, and it feels like they're playing on one side. Like the map
Yeah.
feels so small right now if you're 2G.
The TVs are crazy. The rotates are always anticipating the moves 2G are making. You know, we were saying that 2G hadn't played a map 3 all year, and I still don't think they have.
Find you.
Okay. Okay. Jesus.
Does it count? I don't know.
I mean,
10 seconds
he
left.
makes a compelling argument. I don't know that I can really argue with that. There is a wall. There are thorns. There are a lot of members of 2G here. That's the wall.
Okay.
You can tell what the idea.
Okay. Wait. Don't do it to him, Shy.
They're gonna double down on this A, aren't they? They still have the thorns. They're gonna have to try to dance around the flashes there.
Wait, Shy has 2 kills. Shy has 3 kills.
It's down to a 2v2.
Okay.
It says that it's gonna be a site hit B. Smokes through. Are they gonna try to flood out on the other side of this? Shy
10
overcooks
seconds
that a little
left.
bit. Monster's left in 1v2. And I blame production.
Yeah. Please.
We've really kind of gone off the rails on this one.
Wait, whoa.
Aggression A. Kesnit's dead. I like any of those options. A dumpy utility towards A. But they've managed to work their way out. Shy will fall. Xeno keeping it interesting. At least for a little while.
Oh, we got the gun.
That weapon disappeared.
One
Nicely done
enemy
from
remaining.
Louise. Nicely done from the rest of 2G. And so there were 2.
Are you going to keep counting that up each round?
I mean,
And right now the pinch coming in Art.
Silence is rotating back B.
Ooh, got the tag.
Ooh, that high angle dealt with by Gobert is nice. And there's a couple players double.
Option to do otherwise. The flash out. Melser trying to commit to getting a spike down will succeed.
Planted.
As the stuns now erupt.
Oh.
This might just be it. The icing on the cake. Louise and Askia left to try to continue the impossible. Try to prolong this map. But they might just be one miracle too short. Louise pushing forward, getting the best of the
What?
burst.
What's going on?
That's perfectly indicative of how this has gone. It falls down to a 1v1. Melser with 20 HP. Askia has struggled. 4 and 12, a tap of the spike. The gravity will through, but the spam connects. He's gonna get the defuse, and
Yeah, he's got it.
we're gonna play another.
We keep going. They're stringing me along right now.
The Schult.
The shop. Shy up.
The Shy ult.
Okay.
Oh! Well, we're not gonna
very
see it
yes
anymore.
and of you, Doug. We're going to have to work on that for tomorrow.
Not gonna see it anymore for this round. Lean towards B into all this utility. You've got the Vice util.
Oh, the
You've got
thorns
Astra
cannot be
Stars.
popped.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh dear.
On an eco, surely not on an eco, right?
Wait, I kind of like how Luis is playing this, though.
They're gonna try to flat out on the other side of this. Do you check the smoke? Yes, you do. You're spam back in exchange. 3v3, guns have been upgraded. Kesnit lit up
Planted.
and now dropped.
Remaining for recon.
Melser's gonna have to 1v3 to convert this, and he cannot. So 2G gets a
Map and see what intel 2G are going to hand them.
Askia hearing the drone, clearing it out without getting any info. That's very nicely done. Meanwhile, Stars go through the dart back site, and then the Thorns on the other side. They have made it to where Silence cannot leave.
Ooh, but the Nightfall, the Flood Smoke, 20 seconds
great
left.
flash.
Silence might have been the trap himself. He and Askia left in a 2v3. Off of the flash, very well done. Beautifully timed. He's gonna have to get
10
another.
seconds left.
The entire round. Silence does not.
That was actually sick. What a read from 2G out of the timeout from KRU.
Yeah, they had his back.
Double base.
Still a lot of work to do.
The
This
meat
is an
grinder.
eco.
Wait, how long has it been since KRU's won an attack round?
It's been 2 years, man.
Holy.
It's actually a year and a half because it was champs, but yeah, so don't get bogged down in the details.
There anymore.
Early ulti out from Art.
Sliding back out.
Wow.
The
Big
only
from
guy
Shy.
sticking on site, but these ults, they're forcing them off the spike.
Look at Askia.
2G already on the defuse.
The Hunter Shuri invested. Adverso looking to land the shots, splitting the uprights, not connecting. Gobert might go down. No, it is a second whiff. Gobert's going to get the defuse.
blocking
He's
the grab.
body blocking, but it stops. Still at half. A 3v3 left for it. Adverso and Meltzer trying to pull this apart on their own, and they do.
Attackers win.
That's how that ends.